How are you all, my dear children? Myself Sujata. Today we are going to learn a new poem titled as Amanda. The poem Amanda by Robin Klein depicts a child's feelings about the restrictions the parents put on him or her. Children feel that their parents don't let them do many things they want to do, and their freedom is curtailed. Let us see how poetess Robin Klein expresses the views of a small girl, Amanda, about liberty in life, and how does the girl react to the restrictions imposed on her by her parents. You are in for a surprise. Before that, let us know about the poetess. Robin Klein is an Australian author of books for children. She was born on 20th February 1936 in New South Wales, Australia. She had her first short story published at the age of 16. Several of her books have been listed for CBCA Children's Book of the Year award. Hating Alison Ashley, Halfway Across the Galaxy, Turn Left, and Bows of the Pool are some of her famous writings. Okay, let us now read few lines of the poem together. Don't bite your nails, Samantha. Don't hunch your shoulders, Samantha. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Samantha. The poem revolves around how a child is constantly nagged by her mother. Nag means to find fault. Amanda is constantly reminded of her mistakes. In the above lines, Amanda is getting instructed. The parent tells Amanda not to bite her nails. She is also asked not to bend her shoulders and to sit up straight. The parent nags Amanda for sitting lazily, with her shoulders bent. The last phrase or word Amanda is used with an exclamation mark, which shows the irritation and frustration of the parent. Okay, now let us read the next few lines together. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Have you noticed the above lines are given within round brackets or parentheses? Brackets are used to provide more meaning to the phrase. Here, the poet uses it to present the imagination of the little girl, the free flow of her pure thoughts. Okay, let us see what are her thoughts. Amanda does not like these instructions and keeps dreaming of a life of freedom in the open. Amanda uses her imagination as an escape point from day-to-day commands of her parents. She imagines herself to be a mermaid, drifting joyfully in the beautiful deep green sea, who is alone there and leads her life in a very relaxing way. So we can see that the parent tells Samantha not to bite her nails. She is also asked not to bend her shoulders and to sit up straight, that is to maintain a good posture. But Amanda does not like these instructions and keeps dreaming of a life of freedom in the open. She wishes to be a mermaid and to lead a life in a very relaxed way. Okay, see the next stanza. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Again, the mother drags Amanda out of her dreams by asking whether she has completed her homework or not. She also asks her whether she had tidied her room. She tells her to clean and polish her shoes. Read the next lines. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. These lines are also put in round brackets or parentheses. Amanda withdraws into another imaginary world. She imagines herself to be an orphan with no parents to nag her. She feels happy in being an orphan. She dreams roaming freely barefoot in the street. Amanda wants to play in dust with her bare feet. She is making soft patterns as she puts her feet gently in the dust. She wants to enjoy the uninterrupted freedom with no one to nag her. For the little girl, this silence is golden and this freedom is so sweet. So we can see that her mother wants her to keep everything neat and clean. But Amanda wants to play in dust with her bare feet. She is fed up of constant instructions from her mother. So for Amanda, silence is precious and freedom is sweet. We will move on to next few lines. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you? Amanda. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. The parent sees Amanda eating chocolate and tells her not to eat it. She reminds her of pimples that Amanda faces due to eating chocolates. Amanda is still lost in her own thoughts and doesn't care enough to look up to her scolding parents. This carelessness further angers the parents. Amanda is enjoying another dream. She fantasizes herself as Rapunzel. As you all know, Rapunzel is a character from a fairy tale that was captured in tower by a witch. The witch used to climb the tower with the help of a long hair of Rapunzel that were let down by her through the window. Now Amanda wants to be Rapunzel because she feels that life in the tower will be peaceful and unusual. She thinks she will be free and live in a peaceful environment in the tower. She also confirms to herself that she will never let her hair down to anyone so that nobody could come to her in the tower. So we can see that Amanda wants to be Rapunzel because she feels that life in the tower will be peaceful and unusual. She thinks she will be free and live in a peaceful environment in the tower. She also confirms to herself that she will never let her hair down to anyone so that nobody could come to her in the tower. Okay, we'll read the last set of lines. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody. Amanda, anyone would think that I nagged at you. Amanda. The parents keep instructing Amanda on the do's and don'ts. But Amanda remains lost in her own dreams. The parents believe that Amanda is not reacting because she is annoyed. Amanda's behavior has made her parents look bad and they are worried about their image. They are concerned about how society will perceive them if their child always remains in a foul mood. They want to prove themselves as responsible parents who manage to balance out what the child wants and what the society expects out of Amanda. However, they have already failed in their efforts. Okay, we can see that the girl Amanda yearns for freedom and peace in her life. She is constantly reminded of her mistakes. Her parents want her to follow the code of conduct of good behavior. They are doing so because they want their child to be well mannered and obedient. But while doing this, they forget that she is a child and should be allowed some freedom. The poetess has drawn the reader's attention towards the condition of children who are constantly oppressed by their elders in the name of good behavior. Hope it is clear to you. Now read and understand yourself and find out the poetic devices used in the poem and answer the questions given at the end of the chapter. Thank you.